Welcome back to See Ya.
See ya!
Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied.
I'm William Rosen.
I'm John Burr.
Deep to right field. There it goes! See ya!
Every New York sport, every minute. New episodes every Thursday.
Welcome back to See Ya, a New York sports podcast. Taken from the legendary Michael K. phrase, there it goes, see ya. I'm William Rosen.
And I'm John Burke.
John, exciting week in all sports, football and basketball mainly. For us, Rangers, Knicks, you have Henrik Lundqvist retiring tonight.
That's happening tonight. That's going to be exciting. Although I will say the Knicks are not very exciting. I would not call them enjoyable. I say we're both sick human beings for watching every second of their games.
I mean, I would agree. We're going to talk about that throughout today's episode, but there's something wrong, man.
I like what you were before this year. I am now.
Really?
I am on your level at this point. I watch every game. But before I was above it. I was just sick with the Jets. Now it's like, I'm so immersed.
And we haven't done an episode since the Knicks traded away Kevin Knox II, a Charlotte first-round pick.
Did we talk about that?
No, I don't think so.
No.
For Cam Reddish.
Yeah,
we have acquired.
Be talked about today.
We have acquired Cam Reddish, Kevin Knox, Fortnite man. We appreciate
He's
what
playing.
you've done.
He's played 20 minutes the other day because TLC was out.
Timotei.
But
But good for him.
good for him.
He needed it out.
Yeah.
Maybe get his career a little jump start.
Yeah, I mean, when he played, he was fine.
He really wasn't. He was a
wasn't
good
bad.
shooter. He could drive. Just
He-
didn't get playing time.
He's one of those players who sort of reminds me of Malik Monk. Like, if he got to one of those teams, well, I mean, obviously,
Malik is.
if you play with LeBron, like, obviously you're going to be good. But, like,
Mhm.
Kevin Knox and Malik, both from Kentucky, they're similar players.
I agree.
Yeah.
Kevin Knox gone, Atlanta, and we received Cam Reddish, who I got the news, called him. He was, I assume, leaving class or something.
I was going into class.
Called him. I said, we got Cam Reddish. What? We got Cam Reddish. He looks at his phone, and me and John were very happy.
Yes.
The immediate thought was very happy, right?
Yeah, the immediate thought was good. It's still good.
It
but
still
it's
is.
just not the same.
It's not the same as what we thought. We thought, oh my goodness, Cam Reddish. That was our instant. That was what we automatically thought.
Although I have been reading some stuff on Twitter, like Ian Bagley of SNY, a friend of the podcast. He keeps on retweeting the same thing. It would be shocking if Cam Reddish doesn't get minutes after 2:10, which is the trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he's anticipated that when we trade for him, he wasn't going to play until we made some extra moves after the trade deadline.
Cam Reddish, he came into the game, first game, applause. It was what? Maybe 5 minutes into the
He had
first quarter.
one good play.
He got his first basket, and that's really, really it.
Yeah, and he had those 10 minutes on Wednesday night in Miami, which were 10 garbage minutes. And, I sort of feel bad when I watch him out there, because he sort of feels like a lost child.
When he's only out there for...
Yeah, and he tries to, do so much. He forces the game. Sort of like a quarterback.
I mean, I understand that because...
You gotta let the game come to you.
But I understand that. It's a
Yes,
weird
yes.
position he's in.
Yes, I mean, if I were him, I completely understand you want to make your impact on the game. But, I mean, as a fan, it's like watching from the outside, you're not in the game. You're not, on that level of intensity. But it's annoying.
What do you think, now that we've seen around a week and a half since the trade, right? What is your opinion this minute?
Of what?
The trade.
The trade. It's an incomplete trade. We're 2 weeks out of the trade, and he hasn't played. Well, no one talked to me in 3 years. What I say about the Jamal trade? Talk to me in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been, what, 2 now?
You probably put a reminder on your phone about it.
How many years now?
Probably. Well, it was June of 2020, July of 2020. We're coming up on 2. So.
Coming up on 3. No, coming up on 2.
Yeah, I mean, just Jamal trade was a great trade, although football's not basketball.
Different.
Yeah.
Especially with picks and stuff.
Yeah, they're just different. Picks are much more important in football.
So, Cam Reddish is kind of non-applicable at this moment, right? You have no place for him. That's another thing. When they made the trade, I called him. I said, where is he going to play? We went through the lineup, and we'll do that now. nowhere in the starting five. You can't really
No.
start him before Fournier, even though
No.
Fournier, whatever, you can't start him.
74 million, man. You can't do that.
Then you have Burks, who's had a little bit of an issue recently, hasn't looked up to par. I wouldn't be surprised if he's traded, and that's a rumor. You have Burks, you have Noel if he's healthy. Taj, you could play him again before Taj. You have Quick, you have Obi, Grimes, then Kemba.
Yeah,
And Kemba starts.
I guarantee you Kemba will be gone. That is one person I guarantee will be gone because his contract is
So
nothing.
basically, Cam Reddish, a 13-point scorer, is going to be right now is the 10th man.
It's true. On the Knicks, this is the problem with the team. Last year, it was okay because we had this MVP player who would just carry us every game. Now we have, Julius is still an above-average player if you look at his stats.
That's
RJ has turned into what Randall is, a 20-point-per-game scorer.
And then you kind of go.
Then it's a bunch of above-average players.
But the above-average players right now, all of them are
playing average.
Mhm.
When we get Rose back, I don't think he will not be traded. None of the Tom people will be traded. Although I will say, if he is the most valuable person on our team
for trade bait.
yes,
Mhm.
by far.
Burks, good contract.
I guarantee you, Derrick Rose will get more compensation than RJ Barrett. That is what I for a championship team that's on the brink. I guarantee you to give you at least 2 firsts for Derrick Rose.
2?
2.
And what's his contract? 11?
It's nothing, but we're not trading. That's not. I don't believe in trading him. He's a good culture person.
Julius, on the other hand, John.
He's not a good culture person.
I don't even know anymore.
He said he wants to be part of this.
Before the wave of badness, though.
No, just now.
Really?
Yeah, today.
I don't know. I really don't.
I believe him, but it's he's so just
nonchalant.
Well, we use that word every podcast.
Because it's true. It's nonchalant.
Well, we have to
doesn't
come
feel
up
like
with
he's
new words.
cognizant of what's happening. He'll still do the driving we were talking about before, and he just he has some sort of, I don't want to say anger issue, but he's always upset.
No, that's Tom's fault. That's Tom's fault.
But
and they all get it from Tom.
Well, who else?
Everyone
There's not really.
whines RJ.
RJ does.
Oh my God,
Obi doesn't.
Obi,
Mitch.
Obi doesn't because Obi doesn't play.
Mitch is always a Madden on the floor.
I mean that's sort of it, but those guys are.
Complainers.
Taj. Oh my God.
Taj.
Remember that one time? I think it was against the
Got
Cavs.
thrown out.
Taj got thrown out.
Within the first
30 seconds.
No.
When
When he was in the game, he was got one tee and then just got by.
Yeah, that was funny.
Has Tom been ejected yet?
As in his next career.
No.
But the one thing I will say is about Taj is, for all his greatness, he has got to go. Not got to go. We need Noel. Noel is so important. I want to know what our record is with him.
there are people I've been talking to, either Tom goodbye or Tom stay, and we'll see. What is your take right now?
Well, at this moment, which is a very volatile moment, my heart wants him gone because there seems to be a disconnect between the front office and the coaching staff. But to be honest, from a money stance, I think we paid him a lot of money. I'm not sure Dolan can pocket that much money at this moment. And also, who else are we gonna go? The guy won Coach of the Year last year. He's a very good coach. It's just at this moment, it seems maybe there's obviously something we don't know. So I'm not so quick to judge, but we have fixed the defense. The defense I saw is now number 7. Which is really good. It's just the offense. And last year, the offense wasn't that good. We were efficient, but we were efficient last year. We're not efficient this year. We would hit down shots last year. We can't do that.
The only person, let's see if we're on the same mindset right now, that can consistently make shots is...
right now?
Right now. That has really made... Every time I look, he's shooting an instant.
RJ Barrett.
Quentin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The guy is a menace.
I've been looking at his stats. They're not what you think.
The three shooting is good.
They're not what you think they are.
The three shooting is fantastic.
But the volume really isn't there for a lot of the games.
And something that always comes back to play when you're talking about this year and last year's Knicks is what's happening at the 5. Are we sticking with Mitch? Are you
Well,
getting rid
last
of Mitch?
year, like Noel stayed healthy the whole year. He's very good. Once again, I ask, what's our record with Noel? I'm sure it's very good. I'm sorry, someone's calling both of us at the same time. Should we answer the phone and see what they want to say to the podcast?
Sure. It's going to be our friend Harris, who was once a Harris, we're live. What do you want to say?
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner? I think
Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish is for dinner because he's always cooking.
Okay. See you later.
Bye, Harris. Harris is going to eat Cam Reddish up. I don't know what that means, John.
Yep. I worry for that man sometimes with his love for Cam Reddish.
That guy.
He was part of the Cam fam.
He is a big Cam Reddish fan and has since he was at Duke.
Yeah, I mean, I was I like him too. I'm a minor part of the Cam fam, but our friend Harris is very much more part of the Cam.
You know what fam I'm a part of? The Sims Nation. I don't even know what, but he's not even on a two. I mean, he's on a two-way, but he don't play that much in the.
He doesn't
G
play.
League.
But to be honest, we're gonna talk about this later. But I was thinking about this over here. I don't think you can name a better young core in the NBA
Than the Knicks?
based off of talent. By young, I mean 24 and under.
Mhm.
I don't think you can name a better one.
And we'll touch about that later.
The Cavs probably, but even the Cavs.
Jared's older than 24, right?
Yes, but he's still young. Like you got Mobley, who's good, Garland, who's good,
Sexton.
Okoro, Sexton. There's
Lowry?
four really good players. No, Lowry. No, homegrown
okay.
players. Except,
Osman?
I am considering
Jetty Osman?
No, Osman is just a.
Is it back on?
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. Cam Reddish, I'm considering homegrown because he really didn't do anything with all that. He was never a major player.
In the A?
Yeah.
Oh, the A has some homegrown.
Yeah, the A has some homegrown.
Trey.
Hunter.
Well, actually, no, they're mostly
They're really
traded.
not. It's all
Bogdanovich is trade.
Like we got
RJ.
Quick.
Mitch.
Obi. Mitch is not under 24, and also
Is he?
maybe he is, but we're not paying him.
Okay.
So
RJ.
Obi, Quinnen, IQ, Miles McBride could be very good. It seems like he could. Quinnen,
You said that.
Jericho seems like he could, be something. I didn't say Cam. That's 8 players.
Like we're missing something. Luka Samanek. Not homegrown.
Why isn't he get a chance?
Oh, did you see? He got an all-star vote.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I see a bunch of random.
He should get a
players.
chance.
A bunch of random.
He should have gotten a chance during the COVID. Oh no, he had COVID.
Yeah, he had COVID. A bunch of random players got all-star votes from the players.
There was something going around where I don't really remember. Do you no? It was some G League. Oh yeah, it's the new format of the All-Star Rising Stars.
I don't even know what it is.
So 4 G League players per 4 total G League players on the Ignite team can play in the Rising Stars. I don't like
Wait,
it.
there's an Ignite team?
Four
The Ignite team's playing in the
of those players are elevated to the Rising Star game, and I don't like it.
Oh,
I don't like it. They're not in the league, no offense. Good for you guys. You're not in the league. Wait until you get to the
Isn't there a
league.
new format? Like
Yep.
playing
4
format?
teams now.
Or
Or
4
3 or 4 teams and no more.
USA and World?
Mhm.
I like that. Why'd I get rid of that?
If you were right now to say who's the Knicks All-Star, who's the Knicks All-Star right now?
RJ Barrett?
Number 2? Do top 3.
Julius Randle?
Julius Randle. You
Well,
think?
yeah, Julius Randle. Okay. Well, obviously, we don't think he's playing good right now.
He's not.
But seriously, he's putting up good stats.
But are you watching the games,
Okay.
man?
Have to watch 99%
I've
of
defended
people.
the man with his stats for the whole time.
99% of the people who vote for All-Star team don't watch the games. They look at the stats.
I've seen every single game, and there's something.
I
up.
agree with you. He's not playing
Yeah,
well.
but he's not even top 4.
Okay, our All-Star or an NBA All-Star?
Our All-Star.
Okay, so RJ.
RJ?
Well, I mean, obviously, we would not. Okay, obviously, we're better when Julius is on the court theoretically.
Not theoretically. I'm going to say we're not at the moment. The whole season, we're not. You could see. I'd rather Obi out there.
I don't know. I disagree. You're only saying that because his last 2 games have been very
No,
very
that isn't-
good. I have the opinion he should be out of here. But
Jewel? Or
No,
Obi?
Obi.
You've talked about this.
Yes, because Julius is not getting traded, clearly. And Obi will never play with Julius on a team. It's just stupid.
And he's looked good recently.
Yes,
He's getting his
like,
value up.
Well, the shot.
Same with Mitch. Up.
The shot's coming together. I mean, that's the been thing with Obi. If he could shoot, he's dangerous.
And we'll talk about it after the break, but we'll talk about the performance by Mitch, and then we'll put some trade packages together after the break.
Potential trade targets. Then we can on the spot think about the packages because targets are more important.
But all I want to say is the coaching staff and the front office, as you mentioned, there does look like, unless we're completely blind to something, there's something.
There's something we don't know because clearly there's another trade coming because I feel like Tom and Leon are too close together. We saw them at Elio's. They're getting some heat now.
Elio's is getting major heat.
Well, whatever.
For Sarah.
Who cares?
Eat.
I mean, obviously she shouldn't have been there. But like, whatever. Also, I have never even eaten there.
Tom is there.
But yeah, but like I feel like they are together. They're integrated. I think there's something we don't know because there's no way they traded for this guy and they're not going to play him. I think they're.
You don't trade a first round pick no matter what to put a guy on your bench.
Yes. Well, this first pick we were also like never going to get. So
protected.
yeah. So, although I will say, I'd say is in the top 10 of most valuable possessions of the Knicks right now.
Most valuable possessions.
Possessions.
A physical thing or player?
It's a possession.
Like a pick?
Okay, whatever. I just gave it. Our pick this year we have to hit on. We are going to be in the lottery. So, why are we not going to be in the lottery?
Let's say we're the 8th seed. We're not in the lottery.
Oh God, I'd rather it be to have the first pick.
We could make it easily to the 8th seed to win 3 games.
I would rather be the first overall pick.
Oh, this is what we had this debate last time.
I can't.
And then you said the Zendaya thing. What'd you say, the Zendaya quote?
This is not what we talked about this before, like years ago. Because I'm of the impression I'd rather be 0-16 than 8-8 or 0-17 now than 7-8 or 8-9.
If you've watched the Knicks, I'm gonna say no.
I don't want to be just blown out. That doesn't get you anywhere by the 1 seed. We get blown out by 4-0'd by the Hornets. I think we get 4-0'd by maybe
just Miles Bridges himself.
Yeah, I mean
the guy went off.
Well, that guy's they're a 7 seed or 5 seed. Yeah. Well, we get 4-0'd by everyone.
But you know what can change getting 4-0'd? Getting someone in a trade and fixing the culture. We'll talk about that, especially Mitchell Robinson, when we get back. Thanks to our sponsor,
Anchor.
We're back. Thank you to our sponsor of every episode, Anchor. They help us deliver, edit, record these podcasts.
Great. Wonderful.
You know who can help deliver? Leon Rose. The man who really, when you think about it, has been exceptional for this team. Oh my goodness. The guy did so many, not even player-wise, but this offseason, when I was in Syracuse, the man made moves during draft night.
Yeah.
He landed
He has been very good. Everyone gets caught up in the bad.
Yeah, but he has been really good.
He has been building the right way, and we have to continue to build the right way by not... Well, we'll get into it. Okay, well, the trade... We're going to talk about He's going to talk about players. I don't want to trade for any player. I want to trade
players.
I want
away.
to trade players away for picks. By trading them away in general,
money.
we'll get money in general. Mm-hmm. The money is big because then you can
get contracts.
No, sure. But you can add to your youthful homegrown roster with talented players on the free agent market that are going to help you win, not people like Evan Fournier, who are really good if they're on a good team, but cannot be the second option on
exactly.
A team.
They have to be the third or fourth.
He has to come off the bench.
The
Magic would be good off the bench.
The Magic team that went to the 8th seed maybe 3 years ago with Vukovic, and then I guess he was their second option, right?
Yeah.
It was no Gordon maybe is in front of him back then.
Yeah,
but
DJ Augustine on that team. I remember they beat the Raptors round 1, game 1.
but that was a good team because Fournier it wasn't Fournier,
Well,
and
yeah.
they had a center as their star, which is very risky. But
Yeah.
that's another story.
Well, yeah. Let's just.
So out of everybody, one person that you'd trade tomorrow would be who?
Evan Fournier.
You would want Evan Fournier gone. Give me a team. Doesn't have to be serious.
I don't care what team. I just want your. Well, I'm gonna be honest.
For an
with you.
even contract or
Like,
for just anything?
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Well, no. I don't. That's the one thing I don't understand. What's the value in having players with big contracts?
Not much, unless they're like LeBron level or like Kevin Durant, Steph Curry level.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why I heard Bobby Marks saying that Hawks like Kevin Knox's contract to trade.
Like the Rays?
Huh?
Like the Rays?
The Rays?
Tampa Bay?
What?
They don't sign major contracts?
That's not the point.
What do you mean why? What's the point
No,
of it?
people have dead money that they like to trade. I don't know why.
Yeah. But that's a good thing
Why?
because you're offloading money.
No, but no. You take in money. People like to.
Oh, what's the benefit of accepting money
Yeah, if you don't.
if you're not playing a player? I don't know. You think you're going to trade him?
Well, the problem with Evan Fournier is no one's giving a first round pick for him. I don't want a second round pick because those are too risky, as well as first round picks. But I that's the problem. But none of these guys are worth first round picks. So it's just young
No, there's
players.
one player that's worth a first round pick. And that's Derrick Rose.
Well, we're not trading Derrick Rose.
You don't think any scenario he's gone because of Tibbs?
We're not trading. Nor do I want him traded.
You know who I want traded, and I brought this up, but especially right now, his value is high.
Mitchell Robinson, who's also
Exactly.
not worth a first round pick.
I love the guy, and he's playing really good basketball on the offensive boards, and he's getting to the basket very much.
Yeah, to be honest, it's sort of a good culture thing to pay your homegrown guys. So it depends what he wants, but I would overpay a little.
Maybe he needs some more money to get his truck fixed.
Yeah, me.
He loves his trucks. I follow
Yeah.
him, his Hellraiser23 on Instagram.
Look, it's good, especially in football, and it's the same for basketball too. I assume to reward your homegrown players for playing well. It's not a good message.
For the culture?
Yeah. It's not a good message if you trade someone who's playing well because you don't want to pay them. You sort of want to pay your drafted players.
But then we made the big mistake of signing Noel.
No!
Yes.
Okay.
I know he's valuable, but he's an injured
Okay,
man.
That is true. That is true. But when Noel is
Is-
on the court, he makes a very big difference.
But
what is our record of him on the court? This
I don't know.
year?
It's probably
It has to be
11.
way above 500. It has to be way above. We're probably
I do like Noel
We're
coming off
probably
the
like
bench, though.
7 and
I like
2.
him coming off the bench, though.
Yeah, I bet we're probably 13 and 5.
He's better. But I also think Taj has actually played well this year.
Oh God.
You don't think so?
No.
Why?
Well, maybe because you compare him to Noel. There's just such a big difference. I don't get the same vibe as last year.
I don't get the same vibe from Mitch at the beginning
Well,
of the
because
season.
we don't try.
He lost he put on muscle earlier in the season, as we noticed, and he lost a lot, a good amount. Which he's faster now than he was at the beginning of the season. Looked like he was stampeding around.
Yeah, yeah.
There's one player who I would want, and I don't think we've talked about this, but I've seen it circulating. A young player who's not super proven yet, but not the biggest risk. That's going to be Spurs' DeJounte Murray.
That is an all-star player. Why are people thinking he's a chump?
He's not a chump, but he's not of that secondary
Well, I don't
tier.
want to
But he's not
trade-
the secondary tier of that's that star. That's the star. No?
No, I
Why?
don't. I do not want to trade for players that are good right now.
This is something we disagree with. What?
That's not the no. Okay, I don't want to trade for someone who's not going to be good in the future. I want some. I mean, I still be good in the future, but
You mean you
that's
want,
not the point. I
Wait,
don't
what
want,
were we talking about? Like players that kind of like Duarte like some not.
No, not Duarte. He's this year. I mean players who are young and talented who are sort of in bad situations.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker?
Sure, I mean, I don't know. Like, let's just build a college all-star team. Look, William, the point is that's not how you rebuild. This is the argument I've had with you, I've had for our other friends. And maybe because I'm just a very big football fan and this is the same, like, every regime gets their own timeline. You cannot put other
Our timeline is 22
stop,
years.
Stop. You cannot put other people's problems on Leon Rose's plate. He should just rebuild the right way and draft, because he has been a very good drafter. I don't understand why we would ever trade and give up picks for someone like DeJounte Murray.
But he is doing the rebuild the right way. But he's doing it the right way plus something. We're doing two things. We're drafting, getting picks, and building a current team.
We're not rebuilding the right way because
We're
the
winning.
young guys are not playing. And we're also...
The only way the young guys aren't playing is if we didn't re-sign Julius.
Also, we have players who are old and who have big contracts.
You have half and half, right? You have a half and half scenario.
Look, the Julius Randle contract extension had to have been one of the stupidest things
that Leon
ever.
I mean,
I said it.
I said it too. I did not want to resign
dumbest
him.
thing. Also, a little off topic. Everyone called me stupid for Heat Warriors. What you're all laughing at.
Good chance.
Yeah.
Good chance.
And I said PJ Tucker was the key. Look what he did to the Knicks. And the Knicks are an elite team. So if he can do it against Knicks, he can do it against anybody.
You know what I think the worst move in the last while was?
What?
Honest to God.
What?
It's gonna sound stupid, but if Course took his way, you know what I'm gonna say?
No.
If Course took its way and the guy was playing at the same level he's playing right now, we could have shipped him off for God knows what, and that's gonna be Bobby Portis. If we didn't get rid of him, the guy is playing exceptional.
Yeah,
we could have gotten like a.
That's not this regime.
Still, no.
He was
No, he
not
was
their player.
He was Marcus Morris.
He's not their player. He may have been Leon may have been the GM when he left, but that's not his player. But do you know what's the biggest mistake in my eye? Trading Austin Rivers for Terrence Ferguson. That was such a mistake.
John, I think you are. That is the
believe
smartest
that.
thing you've said in a long time.
That was just a horrible mistake. There was
no reason for that. The guy was good too. We just shipped him on the bench.
I'm totally joking.
You're right. I'm not joking.
I don't give a rat's ass about.
I'm joking. I'm not
Austin
joking.
Rivers.
I think that would have been. He
Look,
would have helped us. We
remember
were paying him nothing. We were paying him $3 million.
Remember-
$3 million. How much are we paying Fournier? Are they equal? Yes.
No, they're not. One's a point guard.
For the amount of money differential,
Okay,
$3 million.
I don't like when you're getting in my
$3
face. I was
million.
assaulted as a child. Jokes.
$3 million.
What was I gonna say? Oh my. Oh yeah, if we just played Utah every game, he'd be so good.
Utah on national TV as we are this year.
No.
Austin?
No. Austin.
Yeah.
We played Utah
Utah
twice.
and he hit like 40,
yes.
30.
He hit like 40
We're only good on
games.
national TV this year.
Oh, didn't we have national TV very recently?
ESPN,
Yeah,
route.
against the Heat. Yeah, but that's not real national TV.
National TV's TNT. ABC TNT.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's ESPN.
And speaking of TV, let's talk about Brandon Brown.
Let's talk about.
I like him.
Yeah,
a lot.
I like him. He sort of looks like that, alcoholic, absent uncle.
But his voice is good and he knows the game
Yeah,
really well.
I like him. Did you also know that there are different TV brands?
Yes.
Okay. Some people don't. Breaking news. Giants are hiring Brian.
Oh,
Daboll.
yeah.
I think
Yeah, baby.
I think that's stupid.
Live on what? You wanted he wanted Fangio.
I'm not even a Giants fan.
Oh, that's great.
I know more about the Giants than
There we go.
you.
Breaking
That's
news.
not
That's our
what they
first
do.
breaking news.
That's not what they
Besides,
do.
that's our first breaking news.
Friend of the podcast, Ian Rappaport.
That's the first breaking news,
let's
baby.
talk about this.
All right, let's shift
the
a little bit.
Knicks. After the Knicks. I waste my time.
I love that.
on
I love that move. I kind of wanted Flores.
I'm going to be totally honest with you. I am more familiar with the Giants organization at this point than you are. This is such a... Nothing wrong with Brian Daboll. Went to University of Rochester or something like that.
Hey, I love University
Like,
of Rochester.
oh yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. It's just like he's a good hire.
You wanted
for
Flo- who- what was your
They
order?
needed a head coach. They needed someone with head coaching
Flores.
experience. This has happened. Their last 3 hires
Are
have
not
had
head
no
coaches.
prior experience. Every one
Judge.
of their coaches have been a joke.
You know who the best coach of Giants history is? Bob McAdoo.
Yeah. Go for ourselves.
Um,
It's just like it's so stupid. Like they need. I'm not saying it won't work out. Like it could work out. I think Joe Shane's good, but the Giants have issues. Like they have serious issues that they gotta fix. Salary cap related.
But
As much as we talk about basketball, I know the most about football.
I know you do, and I know the most.
And we don't even talk about it. But it's not even comparable, your football knowledge, about the actual sport. You know fantasy. On fantasy.
I know.
Yeah,
I know
but-
severely above average football.
But yes, you do. But like of the business of football.
No,
and, like,
I
the
pride
draft,
myself in basketball,
But
football.
the draft, like I mean, I
He
could-
watches the whole draft.
I
Good,
could, I could hold me and my dad right now could hold a 2-hour podcast just talking about the Jets 4 from 10 picks, and we don't even go to the picks 36 and 34. We don't even talk about those yet.
He knows significantly more about Jets than I knew about Giants. I'm going to say I know history and current. I feel like I respect myself more on the Knicks than you, and full basketball.
Yeah, I will say this is a good. I mean, this is true with the fact that
Reading tweets.
yeah. Also, this is also brand new news. Carlos Beltran got hired by Yes.
Oh yeah, didn't really want him. I would have rather Maben.
Curtis Granderson. I like. Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Wait, I don't understand that though. He should be on the manager. He should be a manager.
Carlos Beltran.
Yeah,
Well, he was.
he should be a real manager.
Yeah, a lot of news is going down right now. But the Giants have issues. They just needed a CEO. They don't need like an offensive genius.
They need a facilitator, folks.
They need a CEO like Robert Saleh.
But,
I'm not
well,
even
okay,
joking.
Robert Saleh's not a head coach. I mean, he is now, but he wasn't.
No, but Robert Saleh is a culture builder.
Well, that's what we thought Joe was going to be, Joe Judge.
Yeah.
That's what we thought, and he was. I guess he was,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he just was
well,
stupid.
I'm not even gonna. I mean, Joe Judge. Look, he would just fight. I mean, look, if he would be the head coach of the Giants right now, if he wasn't so
stupid
like,
with his
not
play call.
Stupid. No, that's not even why he got fired. He got fired because he's so like entitled, and like he's so arrogant.
Do you like Dan Campbell?
Dan Campbell. I mean, he's good culture. I mean, he sort of sucks as a coach because his team went like what 2-15, 3-14,
And one.
Yeah, 2-15-1. Like no, 2-14,
14-1.
Normal
17
record. But it's just like I mean, he's a good culture builder. I retweeted something. I think it was Josina Anderson. Who gets a bad rap? Oh, I like her. Like I can find it right, but I won't. Like hiring a head coach, it's not about X's and O's. It's about culture, because culture is what wins you championships in the NFL. Like
Any sport.
More football than anything
Take the
else.
Warriors, for example. That was a
Yeah, but
culture.
they have great players. Like, I just mean like, in the NFL, it's such, like anyone can make a play, but not everyone can lead a group of men. So.
And the Knicks need someone.
God, stop talking about the Knicks. They're such a disappointment. It's just much more difficult. Like Brian Dable better hire a badass DC. I hope. Well, he's not gonna bring Leslie Frazier with him. He'll stay with the Bills. Yeah. I mean, if they get Vic Fangio, oh my God.
Who?
The Giants.
As the DC?
DC, that would just be nuts.
You love Vic
Because
Fangio.
Vic Fangio is a good coach.
I
He's
agree.
the scapegoat there. Watch the Broncos get Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Watch them be very good. Although that division is stacked, he wouldn't even be the best quarterback in that division. But, I mean, actually, he may not even go there because of that fact.
Where do you think he's going to go?
The Packers?
100%?
No.
I say it's a 55. I really think he's leaving. 51-49. He's gone.
Where is he going then?
Denver.
I can't see anyone else. I see some people say Miami.
Oh, and this is our first
Right.
episode. We want to give well wishes to Big Ben.
Oh yeah.
Someone else retired. Oh, and who just retired? Oh man. Oh well, Henrik, Big Ben.
He retired.
No, I know. I feel like I just read someone retired. Oh, big news that we were calling a game yesterday.
The Steelers GM.
Not what I'm talking about. This is weird news. This is just like this is. I guess this is a sports news episode.
What? That like Sam Weiss scored?
No, the player analyst contract of Draymond Green.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. They're like forcing Charles out.
Yeah. He said he's gonna retire
Retire in 2 years?
at 60. But now that we're talking about football, do you know anything about this year's draft or no?
Minimal, but I know the top 15-ish are mostly defensive players. All 10.
What name some of them? So
No.
we can talk about it. Well, so we can talk about.
I don't know. I'm saying
Well, you know the tip. You said you just knew the top 15.
are defensive players.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, maybe you can learn about that at some point, and we can talk about it. Or my dad could come on, and we can talk about it.
And then
Talk
I'll
about
have
it
you
for
do a
3
dad episode or do a
hours.
grandpa episode.
Sure. We'll talk about it for 3 hours. Like this is what me and my dad do. We talk about the Jets because we're sick, and we have this. This is gonna be going on for 4 months. This ongoing talk about what the Jets are gonna do at 4:10. I don't even know.
Oh, see ya.
I know one of them is 36. What's the other one? 35 and 38. I didn't even get one of them.
What's the Knicks right now on Tankathon?
Probably like 11. Although I go on Tankathon all the time to look at the NFL.
Shout out Tankathon.
11. Right now, sim lottery. Right now,
Oh,
they have us taking. We're gonna sim it one more time.
Ty Washington.
Go F yourself.
and there's only one thing that we can do as Jets, Giants, Knicks, any fans in New York. What can we do, John?
What?
Excuse me?
Say that again.
What can we do? Jets, Giants, Knicks. What can we do?
Wow.
One word.
Jets, Giants, Knicks.
As fans.
Oh, I will say the Jets are on a little bit of a different trajectory. They're all on different trajectories. Time? Take time? I don't know.
We're approaching 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1, we're back. We can only hope, John.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Jets are on a different trajectory. They're looking up. The Knicks are looking up, but on like more of a 45-degree angle. The Jets are at like a... So, I mean, that's what we're looking at. The Jets are... Look, I think there's reason to be optimistic for all three franchises. The only reason you can be optimistic as a Giants fan is because you have the 2 first-round picks this year, which in the top 10...
And I'm a big believer in the wide receivers stepping it up next year.
In the Giants?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Galladay's going to have a fantastic season.
Well, Shepard's gone.
Kadarius.
Oh, got cut.
Kadarius, baby.
Kadarius had one good game. That's still like one of the worst picks ever.
Braxton Berrios.
Yeah, he's fine. He's a good kick returner. That's still like one of the worst picks ever. The Kadarius Tony pick. You have to be like, I mean, that you're a casual if you say that's a good pick. That's just.
I wanted Pitts.
Pitts.
Not Pitts. Excuse me. Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Receiver.
Jesus Christ.
Waddle.
Yes. No. Devontae Smith.
Oh yeah.
Throughout the whole process.
On the first pick. Okay. I understand that. Yeah. Well, yeah. But your first round pick, who was it? Oh no,
Tony.
You traded back. Yes. You traded back.
Giants need a better O-line.
Yes, yeah, that is a big problem. Although you did pick who I thought was a first-round pick in the second round, Azeez Ulujuari. He's very good. He's a really good pass rusher. He's a Giants good pick. Last year, Caleb Farley would have been a good pick, but he tore his ACL. Okay, we can wrap this up. I'm talking to myself now.
That's good. You love it, and I love it. You love the Jets.
Yeah.
It's your number one pride and fame.
Well, I like the Yankees.
But all we could do is really look forward. Leon has some things to do.
Yeah, I believe in trust. In
Mara
Leon we
has some things
trust.
to do, as well as, I guess, what is the next step for the Jets?
Next up for the Jets,
Just win games.
the Senior Bowl next week.
Their coaching staff, at least.
Yep, Ron Middleton.
Looking to see a good performance. I am going to watch that.
Yeah, well, let's show a photo of the video to Ron Middleton right now. My guy, Ron Middleton. If you look at a picture of Ron Middleton and you're not inspired, you're just a freak. He inspires me, Ron Middleton. He can
Natural talent.
He can lead a group of men.
And, John, want to take us out?
Okay. As they say on the NBA, on ESPN draft lottery, when Mark Tatum says, with Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum says, this is my manifesting this, with the second pick, some team not named the Knicks gets it, and then they're like, well, that means the first pick goes to the New York Knicks.
We can only hope, John. We'll see you in the next one.